India, a country of extraordinary heritage, timeless customs, and immense diversity, stands as a vibrant testimony to centuries of cultural evolution. Situated in the southern region of Asia, this colossal democracy of over 1.4 billion citizens is an influential force that resonates across continents. With a legacy that extends back through millennia, India continues to hold a prominent position in spirituality, cultural expression, and global politics. From the soaring Himalayas in the north to the serene shores of the south, India presents an astonishing variety of experiences that cannot be fully grasped in a single journey. Today, we focus on one of the most historically significant and culturally abundant states in this great nation, Uttar Pradesh. An encompassing monumental heritage and a bustling modern scene, this region exemplifies where history, religion, governance, and deep-rooted traditions converge. From the sacred city of Varanasi to the political energy of Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh captures the heartbeat of India in all its forms. We invite you on this travel documentary by hntraveldestinations to uncover the essence of Uttar Pradesh, its past, its cultural tapestry, its political currents, and its guiding role in the nation. Remember to hit like, drop your comments, and subscribe to our HN Travel Destinations channel to continue exploring the globe alongside us. Type 3 below if you have ever visited or dream of visiting India. Let's share stories and experiences. India and Uttar Pradesh, the heart of a nation. India is unlike any other place on earth. It is home to an astonishing blend of languages, faiths, and unique cultural customs, standing at once as an ancient civilization and a dynamic, emerging economic giant. Its impact permeates international arenas, from the worldwide popularity of Bollywood films to its expanding economy, which ranks among the most robust on the planet. Decisions made within India's political and financial sectors frequently echo across borders, affecting millions of lives. Every distinct region of this multifaceted land has contributed to a grand narrative of heritage and innovation, weaving a tapestry that spans thousands of years. Located in northern India, Uttar Pradesh, often abbreviated as UP, is the bedrock of this complex civilization. With a population exceeding 200 million, it surpasses the total population of numerous individual nations, solidifying its position as India's most populous state. Uttar Pradesh stands at the forefront of India's political, cultural, and economic activities, mirroring the nation's profound diversity in its urban centers, rural zones, religious plurality, and linguistic variety. It is far more than a mere geographical location. Uttar Pradesh is where history, religion, contemporary life, and politics intersect. Over time, it has witnessed dramatic societal shifts while preserving the essence of its age-old traditions, making it a captivating gateway for understanding the spirit of India. In this travel documentary, we delve into how the tapestry of Uttar Pradesh's heritage and its influential role in politics illuminates the broader Indian experience. To a historical and cultural legacy of Uttar Pradesh. A vast record of civilizations. Uttar Pradesh is like a living museum where every monument, sacred shrine, and bustling alleyway holds traces of bygone eras. Many of India's most prominent empires once governed from or thrived in this region, including the Maurya, Gupta, and Mughal dynasties. Their influences are embedded in the cultural, architectural, and philosophical foundations of the state. The Mauryan Empire was instrumental in uniting vast territories under a centralized rule. During the Gupta era, widely acknowledged as a golden age, significant breakthroughs were made in science, mathematics, and literature, whose impacts still resonate. When the Mughals rose to power, they introduced monumental architecture that included the incomparable Taj Mahal, while also shaping artistic traditions, cultural practices, and flavors that remain vital to the region today. In more recent history, Uttar Pradesh has played a key role in India's quest for independence from British rule. Cities such as Kanpur, Allahabad, now Prayagraj, and Varanasi were at the forefront of revolutionary fervor, where figures like Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose, and Bhagat Singh championed the cause of self-determination. Varanasi, a luminous sanctuary. One of the most iconic jewels in Uttar Pradesh is undoubtedly Varanasi, also called Benares, recognized as one of the oldest inhabited cities worldwide, often described as the spiritual nucleus of Hinduism. Varanasi calls countless pilgrims who seek the restorative power of the Ganges River. Hindus hold the belief that bathing in these sacred waters helps cleanse one's soul of sins, and those who depart this life in Varanasi are freed from the relentless cycle of birth and death, attaining moksha. Varanasi's spiritual prominence is a result of centuries of devotion, anchored by sites like the Kashi Vishwanath Temple, dedicated to Lord Shiva. The city's labyrinthine paths are bordered by historical shrines, riverfront ghats, and academies of art and culture, reflecting its unbroken spiritual lineage. Every evening, the Ganga Aarti lights up the riverbanks, a mesmerizing ceremony involving incense, fire, and reverent chants aimed at honoring the divine energies of the Ganges. Beyond its religious importance, Varanasi is a dynamic center for higher education, classical music, and artistic traditions, adding yet another layer to its captivating character. Have you ever immersed yourself in the Ganga Aarti or roamed through the city's ancient lanes? Share your experiences in the comments below. Religion and spirituality in Uttar Pradesh. The profound essence of Hinduism. Spirituality pervades every aspect of life in Uttar Pradesh, acting as a guiding principle for countless residents. Several pivotal locations within the state are intimately connected to revered figures of Hindu mythology. Ayodhya is celebrated as Lord Rama's birthplace, while Mathura and Vrindavan stand as the epicenters of devotion for Lord Krishna. In these sacred towns, faith is not merely a concept but a lived practice, with pilgrims arriving year-round to pay homage, deepen their beliefs, and partake in the region's devotional activities. The grand festivals of Uttar Pradesh, including Diwali, Holi, and the sprawling Kumbh Mela, reflect the depth of communal celebration and worship. Hailed as the largest spiritual gathering on earth, the Kumbh Mela is hosted every 12 years in Prayagraj, drawing millions who come to bathe at the confluence of the Ganges, Yamuna, and the mythical Saraswati rivers. These gatherings go beyond simple observance of rituals. They signify a collective identity, a recognition of shared heritage, and the forging of strong communal bonds. The journey of pilgrimage. Pilgrimage forms an essential pillar of religious life in Uttar Pradesh, transcending the boundaries of a mere journey and evolving into a profound existential experience. Locations like Ayodhya, Mathura, and Vrindavan serve as spiritual magnets, pulling devotees from every corner of the country and beyond. Taking a holy dip in the sacred waters and performing ritual offerings are steps towards spiritual elevation, a cherished rite for many believers. The Kumbh Mela stands as the zenith of this pilgrimage culture, uniting spiritual seekers on an unmatched scale. The act of submerging in the Ganges is believed to purify the spirit and remove transgressions, a practice that has persevered for generations. What are your perspectives on the influence of such pilgrimages? Have you personally participated in one? We'd love to hear your reflections in the comments section. Four, politics and power, Uttar Pradesh's role in Indian governance. Significance in the political arena. In addition to its spiritual and cultural importance, Uttar Pradesh wields substantial political clout. Because it holds over 200 million inhabitants, its voice is decisive in national elections, possessing 80 Lok Sabha seats. Political leaders from Uttar Pradesh, including Mulayam Singh Yadav, Akhilesh Yadav, and Yogi Adityanath, have steered the discourse not only within the state but across the entire nation, influencing policies and shaping ideologies. The region's electoral outcomes often forecast the direction of federal governance, making Uttar Pradesh a pivotal player in Indian politics. Social and political obstacles. Despite its influence, Uttar Pradesh grapples with multiple social and political trials. A history marked by religious tensions, caste-oriented politics, and frequent episodes of unrest has cast shadows of volatility. Persistent issues of gender inequality, limited educational resources for women, and the prevalence of domestic violence have led to widespread concern and frustration. Yet, amid these complexities, the people of Uttar Pradesh continue their quest for harmony and development, reflecting resilience in the face of adversity. Five, the economy of Uttar Pradesh, a land of opportunity and struggles. An economic powerhouse. Uttar Pradesh drives the economic pulse of northern India, with its agricultural sector contributing significantly to the nation's food supply through crops like wheat, sugarcane, and rice. Industrial bastions such as Kanpur and Agra are centers for diverse manufacturing, from textiles and leather goods to artisanal crafts. Furthermore, Noida, situated near Delhi, has flourished as a technological and service industry hub, pulling in domestic and international corporations and leading the state into the digital age. Despite these developments, considerable hurdles remain. Infrastructure deficits in rural districts, along with subpar healthcare and education systems, create notable obstacles to inclusive growth. Still, with targeted efforts to improve these sectors, Uttar Pradesh demonstrates potential for emerging as an influential economic force in the coming decades. Challenges in development. Notwithstanding these strengths, Uttar Pradesh remains among the less economically advanced states in the country. Enduring poverty in the countryside, widespread lack of modern amenities, inadequate educational opportunities underscore the urgent need for comprehensive reforms. Income inequality is stark, with cities flourishing, while rural areas often lag behind. Resolving these imbalances calls for sustained investment in infrastructure, education, and healthcare, along with strategies to diminish financial disparities. If managed strategically, the state can channel its vast resources into creating an equitable environment that serves as a catalyst for its immense population. 6. The future of Uttar Pradesh, challenges and opportunities. Overcoming present hurdles. As Uttar Pradesh steps forward into tomorrow, it must confront urgent concerns that could limit its progress if left unchecked. Chief among these is its massive population, which exceeds 200 million, placing a colossal strain on urban facilities, agricultural land, and social services. Metropolises like Lucknow, Kanpur, and Agra face worsening congestion and insufficient public transport, while rural zones grapple with fundamental shortages of potable water, electricity, and sewage systems. Economic disparities are another formidable obstacle. While Noida and Lucknow have seen remarkable expansion in commerce and technology, many villages remain stuck in poverty, disconnected from the benefits of modernization. The agricultural sector, employing much of the state's workforce, urgently needs modernization in irrigation methods and resource management to be resilient against environmental shifts. Educational quality remains inconsistent, particularly in remote locales where schools are understaffed and under-resourced. Female education and empowerment must be prioritized to dismantle the societal and financial barriers still prevalent in parts of the state. Issues such as violence against women, child labor, and underage marriages continue to stand in the way of social equality. Nevertheless, Uttar Pradesh is far from devoid of optimism. Efforts in governance, infrastructural upgrades, and social initiatives may kindle a transformative wave, turning the region into a progressive and forward-looking state. Potential for a promising tomorrow. Despite the magnitude of its problems, Uttar Pradesh also possesses remarkable capacity for advancement. Technological progress and industrial growth in cities like Noida and Kanpur have already sparked job creation, inviting investments that uplift the state's economy. Noida, in particular, has won global recognition as a major information technology nucleus, with numerous global enterprises establishing offices there. Religious tourism provides another avenue for economic expansion. The presence of sacred destinations like Varanasi, Ayodhya, and Mathura, alongside grand events such as the Kumbh Mela, entices millions every year. If managed with a focus on sustainability and heritage preservation, this influx of visitors can become a vehicle for economic prosperity and cultural preservation. Ongoing projects like the Provincial Expressway and the Agra-Lucknow Expressway are trimming travel times and encouraging trade and industrial growth. The new emphasis on smart city initiatives and digital infrastructure bodes well for both rural and urban populations, paving the way for modern services, better e-governance, and expanded educational outreach. Ultimately, Uttar Pradesh's trajectory hinges upon whether it can foster inclusive growth that combats economic inequality and social divisions. By allocating resources to education, healthcare, and equitable development, this state could evolve into a modern epicenter of opportunity, benefiting millions of its citizens and influencing the nation at large. 7. Varanasi, the sacred heart of Uttar Pradesh, a city beyond compare. Varanasi, frequently referred to as Benares, is far more than an urban settlement. It's an embodiment of India's spiritual essence. Perched along the sacred Ganges River, Varanasi exerts a magnetic pull on Hindus, Buddhists, and spiritual explorers from across the globe. Regarded as one of the oldest cities continually inhabited by humankind, it resonates with a history that stretches back over 3,000 years. Its winding lanes echo with chanting prayers, while ancient temples stand as sentinels to an age-old devotion that has withstood the test of centuries. The significance of Varanasi is deeply intertwined with the notion of spiritual liberation. Hindus believe that departing this life within the boundaries of the city and performing the final rituals by the Ganges grants the soul freedom from the endless loop of rebirth. Through generations, pilgrims have arrived with the hope of purification and ultimate salvation, making Varanasi an eternal symbol of spiritual aspiration. Each evening, the ghats shimmer with the Ganga Aarti ceremony, where priests light massive oil lamps, offering them to the river amidst rhythmic chants and the reverberation of bells. Witnessing the swirling flames and hearing the collective prayer can be a deeply moving event, uniting diverse onlookers in a shared moment of awe. We invite you to share your own stories if you've had the fortune of experiencing these sacred rituals in person. Varanasi, a custodian of art and culture. Beyond its religious prominence, Varanasi also stands at the forefront of Indian arts, academia, and cultural traditions. It has groomed some of the nation's greatest exponents of classical music, dance, and poetry, maintaining a lineage of creativity that continues to flourish. The prestigious Banaras Hindu University, BHU, draws students from all over, transforming the city into a hotbed of learning and intercultural dialogue. Woven textiles, particularly the famed Banarasi silk, hold international acclaim and reflect the city's artistic pedigree. Narrow alleys bustle with commerce, showcasing jewelry, spices, and handcrafted trinkets that recount the soul of a city where devotion seamlessly merges with the realities of everyday existence. However, modern-day complications such as congestion, pollution, and infrastructure strain accompany Varanasi's ancient heritage. Projects are in progress to revitalize river cleanliness, roads, and waste management, aiming to protect the historical aura while meeting the needs of today's citizens and pilgrims. Ecological initiatives like the Clean Ganga mission represent efforts to ensure that this city of spiritual illumination remains a haven for current and future generations. Varanasi, a cultural revival. With these modern tests, Varanasi's authenticity endures, continuing to enchant visitors and scholars alike. Its legacy, enriched by modernization endeavors, exemplifies the potential for blending deep-rooted traditions with the demands of contemporary living. By embracing more sustainable tourism practices, Varanasi is taking the lead in balancing spiritual heritage with responsible development. 8. Conclusion: Uttar Pradesh, a land of riches and realities. Uttar Pradesh, with its extensive history, mosaic of faiths, and matchless spiritual gravitas, epitomizes India's multifaceted identity. From the time-worn ghats of Varanasi to the busy thoroughfares of Lucknow, it fuses ancient customs with modern aspirations in a truly compelling way. It is both a repository of India's past and a vital determinant of its future direction. As a state heavily influencing national politics and economics, Uttar Pradesh stands at the crux of determining India's developmental pathway. Yet the region must resolve deep-seated issues, ranging from socioeconomic inequalities to resource pressures, if it aims to unlock its full promise as a dominant force on the world stage. Stepping into the future, Uttar Pradesh must treasure its cultural and spiritual foundations while capitalizing on the chances provided by industrial, technological, and infrastructural advancements. By fortifying its education systems, healthcare, and community development, the state can break through barriers that have long held many of its residents in poverty and social constraints. The narrative of Uttar Pradesh is on the verge of transformation. Will the state harness its myriad opportunities or remain encumbered by its historical and present-day burdens? Time alone can answer that question. One fact remains undeniable. Uttar Pradesh's destiny is intrinsically linked to the trajectory of the Indian subcontinent as a whole. Fun facts. India is an extraordinary, diverse nation that brims with vibrant cultures, ancient traditions, and surprising quirks, making it a captivating subject for countless fun facts that spark curiosity around the globe. One of the most remarkable things about India is the sheer number of languages spoken. With more than 20 officially recognized languages and hundreds of dialects, linguistic diversity permeates everyday life and enriches the nation's cultural tapestry. Interestingly, India also ranks among the largest English-speaking populations in the world, which contributes to its thriving global communications. In terms of sports and games, India can proudly claim chess as a descendant of the ancient board game Chaturanga, believed to have originated in the subcontinent centuries ago. Similarly, the beloved children's pastime Snakes and Ladders traces its roots back to a traditional Indian game known as Mokshapatam, originally designed to teach moral lessons. Another fascinating tidbit is that India is home to the world's largest democratic electorate, with millions of citizens casting votes during general elections, often spanning several weeks to accommodate its vast geography and population. Beyond politics, India's affinity for vibrant celebrations yields an endless cycle of festivals, from the colorful spectacle of Holi to the radiant glow of Diwali, each showcasing various forms of music, dance, and communal bonding. India also hosts Kumbh Mela, one of the biggest spiritual gatherings on earth, attracting millions of devotees who come to bathe in sacred rivers believed to wash away sins. Turning to cinema, the country's prolific film industry, known as Bollywood, produces far more films annually than Hollywood, enchanting audiences with its extensive repertoire of musical numbers, elaborate dance sequences, and colorful storylines. Geography offers its own share of surprises, including the Himalayan mountain range in the north, whose majestic peaks cradle Tibetan monasteries, and the coastal shores along the Indian Ocean that boast bustling ports and scenic beaches. Then there is Varanasi, renowned as one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities on the planet, where sacred fires burn day and night by the banks of the Ganges River. India's wildlife is similarly remarkable, featuring endangered species like the Bengal tiger, the Asiatic lion, and the one-horned rhinoceros, all of which highlight the need for rigorous conservation efforts. Even in terms of everyday delights, India stands out with its robust street food culture, offering spicy chaats, aromatic biryanis, and sweet treats like jalebi and gulab jamun to tantalize taste buds. Tea, or chai, forms an integral part of daily routines, with steaming cups enjoyed at roadside stalls or shared among families in the comfort of their homes. On the architectural front, the country's legacy is etched into iconic structures such as the Taj Mahal, a testament to love and Mughal grandeur, as well as countless forts, palaces, and temples that pepper the landscape. With so many enthralling dimensions, from multilingual communication and cinematic flair to layered spiritual practices, India embodies a tapestry of contrasts, ensuring that any voyage through its expansive regions and rich heritage is packed with discoveries, surprises, and a constant sense of wonder. Thank you for joining us on this voyage. If you found this exploration of Uttar Pradesh enlightening, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our HN Travel Destinations channel, where we bring you more enthralling travel documentaries. Stay tuned and let's continue to discover the wonders of the world